All right, the first ever creator classics is in the books. I've got the good, the bad, and the ugly, at least from my perspective. And leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought of this, and we'll dive in. All right. Hey, thanks for watching, by the way. I love the podcast piece of the channel, and appreciate you subscribing to the channel as well, being part of the crew, and you get updates, hopefully, when we release new podcast content. Also, let's just dive in. All right. First ever PGA Tour puts on the Creator Classic, 16 creators, and brought to you by Blackstone. All right, I'll give you the bad and the ugly first. I don't think there was any bad and ugly, to be honest with you, so I think it's all good. And you let me know if there's things you hated, didn't like, whatever. Put it down below. I'm pretty particular too, and I'm just going to give it really the good. Here's the deal. I guess the bad and ugly or interesting is the fact that Bryson DeChambeau released his video, today's video, the exact same time at 4 p.m. Eastern time. He released his video, and he currently has over 100,000 views on that video in just the first, couple hours. And the PGA Tour, though, their streaming continued over 100,000 live stream viewers. That's just on the PGA Tour YouTube channel. That's phenomenal. I mean, that is more than the Live Golf YouTube streams. That's more than any of the other broadcasts that I believe it's more than the first, compared to the YouTube, the Good tournaments, the Desert Open, the Midwest Open. They bounced between Peacock and YouTube channel, and it just kind of went back and forth. So the PGA Tour and what they've done, it's definitely better. It's the best version, the best broadcast so far of any of these live creator events. It's the best one. So that's good. I did think it was shocking that Bryson did release a video today of all days. Like, you couldn't push it a day, a few hours, release it earlier, but the exact same time. I'm guessing he knew what he was doing, and it was intentional, and whatever. Maybe he was incentivized on some level by Liv and the crew. I don't know. I just thought it was very interesting, and I was on it from the get-go. So I thought that was very, very funny. I thought it was interesting that Mason Nutt hit a driver off the deck on the first hole. That sucker just bopped a piece of tough dirt up and went driver off. I don't know if I would have done that. Oh, I definitely know I wouldn't have done that, but I didn't know he was a driver off the deck kind of guy. But good on you, man. And then Mac Boucher flips around a right-handed driver and swings it lefty off the first tee box as well. So that was pretty cool. I wouldn't have done that either. But everybody else, here's what's also interesting. Now, East Lake is a tough golf course. It had a full-on redesign, sort of, over the past year. So it's very different than what it was. Although it's the same layout, they redid the green complexes, so those are new. And then they reshaped some of the bunkering and moved that around. The course, according to the pros that are playing there, they asked a bunch of them, hey, what would an amateur, what would a scratch golfer shoot on this course? And they were like, oh, he'll shoot 40. Like, you can't break par. And we had 4 guys under par and then 3 guys at even par. So nearly half the field was even par or better. So another good is that the content creators stepped up. Like, they can play. They can play golf. Now, the best players played the best, obviously. And I think one that surprised me, I'm not going to spoil anything too much because in case you haven't seen it yet or watched all of it or whatever. But Roger Steele surprised me. I know he's a good player. We played with him out at Pinehurst in the Cradle, but that's just a short game thing. I'm like, okay, it's hard to tell how good somebody is. But right off the first tee, 195 mile an hour ball speed. That's ridiculous. The dude was bombing it. He almost drove, I think it was the 12th hole. Like he was chipping or pitching to the green. He was crushing. I didn't realize he could hit it that far. He's a thick, muscular, strong guy. But that dude, I didn't know he could hit it that far. And I didn't think he would do that well. I thought he'd be more kind of on the middle to bottom half of the field. So good on you, Roger. Congratulations on everything. What else was good? They made us look good. Great street cred. And what I loved was we knew all the players. In terms of if you watch YouTube golf, you know these guys. You see them a lot more than, or you get to know them a little bit better than the PGA Tour players. And so that was good. It was good because you see them and you see a lot of their content. So I love that. I also loved that the players, well, two things. You saw them out there. I did not think they were going to be allowed to make their own content, but they all had their camera crew out there with them. So everybody has their camera person. They're mic'd up. They're all creating their own content. I love that. So obviously there's obviously an embargo date, or they got to wait so many days to post it, or however that works out. But nonetheless, we'll get to see inside their thought process while they're going through this. Now, I don't know how well those videos will do for them personally, because everybody knows what happened by that time. And if you watched, you would have seen the live broadcast, which that's what's great about live sports, is it's live. It's tough to go back and watch something that was live. And then, so that's going to be challenging. But I did like that they were filming. And then you see Garrett Clark and a lot of guys posting content to Instagram and social media as they're playing. That was cool. It was cool. It's sad and cool to see Garrett get a 9 on, I believe, his third or fourth hole. I think it was his third hole. He had 2 out of bounds, which you can do on that hole, and takes a 9. That's a tough one, but it was cool to see him posting about it right when it happened. So I love that. And what a win is a huge win for Blackstone, the sponsors. They were the grill, Blackstone Grills, and not only did they get over 100,000 continuous viewers on the live stream, they got to cut in to see Blackstone people cooking on the grill. It was a phenomenal win for Blackstone. I don't know what they paid for this, but they got their money's worth. It wasn't so much about, I said it before in a podcast, this person doesn't bring a Blackstone audience. This person does. But it's, so it's a YouTube audience. Nonetheless, great win for Blackstone. It doesn't matter so much as what audience that person brings. It's the grand total of the people that are watching. 100,000 live viewers. They're all got the nameplates. And the way they integrated all of it was phenomenal. So I really appreciated, and I just think I appreciate how they did it, the broadcast. Of all the ones that have happened so far, this one was the best broadcasted creator event live. It was the best. They did it the best of all of them we've seen so far. I also thought was really good the format. So that you finish, top 4 make it to the final hole. Whoever wins that hole, scores cancel out. Whoever wins that hole wins. I like it, because then it's not just one winner, everybody else is a loser. It's 4 people win, then from those 4 there's a winner. So you got everybody kind of hanging out. It's just 16 players, 4 groups. They're all going to hang out there and follow the final group in and see who wins. I thought it was a really good format. I got to admit, I was surprised at it. It worked out. I think of the formats that we've had so far, this was the best one. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I think I would love to see more of this than just one a year at Eastlake. I would like to see more of the PGA Tour style integration creator classics more often. Bring in more different creators, mix it up. I don't know however they're going to do it, but I think it's a sponsor's dream. it was a huge win. I think sponsors are going to be lining up out the door to do more of this. Like, we want in, we want in, we want in. And if I'm Blackstone, maybe they have first right of refusal, and they could, like, because that was a good one. I've got to say, it was a surprise. Here's the thing that I'm wondering. I'm wondering this, and you let me know what you think. Will Liv copy this? Will there be the same thing on Liv the day before their event? Showcase the course, get a major sponsor, do it live, do exactly what they did. And then will there be like the creators that do it for Liv and the creators that do it for the PGA? And will there be another like, split creator feel? I don't know. I'm just wondering if seeing this, they're going to be like, oh, we've got to do this now. It's going to be interesting. Not only is the world of golf at the professional level at this wild place, but now at the creator level, right now the PGA Tour has done it the best. And they own it. They own it currently. It's in their palm of their hands. What are they going to do with it? It's interesting. Do I wish I played? Of course I wish I played. I wish I was part of this. I think, I don't know how I would have done. It's a tough golf course, but looking at it, it played easier than I thought it would. And it just, to be a part of that, if I were invited, I would not say no. I would do everything I can to do it. So it was a huge win. Nonetheless, congratulations to everybody. Congratulations to the champion. I won't spoil it. You guys go figure it out. But I'd say the best player of the day won. And that's the way it is. And it was exciting. So congratulations, everyone. Let me know your thoughts below. Peace out. See you guys soon.